I haven't eaten pumpkin pie in like forever. But let's be honest. How many are shocked I'm still awake? That one's still asleep during a rectal examination. That's when they kicked me out of proctology school. For sure. Speaking of, I recently got one of those colonoscopies. Anybody else have the pleasure in this audience? No? Let me tell you, I haven't been penetrated that deeply since the last time I was abducted by aliens. Jose and Manuel. I recently got stopped for speeding, and the cop asked me why I was going so fast. I said, "You've got my driver's license. Look at me. I'm old. I'm trying to get there before I forget where I'm going." I got off with a warning ticket. Of course, I had to blow it. You know what I hated about it? After I was finished, I forgot where I was going. Because I'm old, you know. I am old. My wife and I have Social Security sex once a month, but you can't live on it. For sure. Yeah. I guess when I had to wash my car, I went out in the parking lot. Somebody had written on the back of it, "I wish my girlfriend was this dirty." So you know what I did? I crossed through the word "was" and wrote the word "were" on there, because I can't be driving around with bad grammar on my car. Just because some smartass doesn't know his subjunctives. I run into smartasses all the time. For Christmas, a guy sent me gift certificates for BJ's. Yeah. Turns out to be a restaurant. Even my doctor was a smartass. You know, when I had a big ice storm and I was out on the corner of my house and a big chunk of ice fell down on my foot, I went inside, took my shoe off, it started swelling up. I called the doctor. You know what he told me? Put ice on it. That's what he did. He was a smartass. Yes. Yeah. My wife has little bitty hands, little tiny hands. Her hands are so small she can't open a mayonnaise jar. On the plus side, I mean, that makes me like the designated jar opener in the family. On the plus side, whenever she gives me a hand job, my dick looks enormous. Enormous. My wife loves to dance. She's in one of those line dancing groups. She's in the line dancing group, and some of the songs she dances to are really catchy. I find myself singing to these songs, you know. And recently, she's been dancing to a song that goes like this: "If you want to be happy the rest of your life, never make a pretty woman your wife. From my personal point of view, get an ugly girl to marry you." And I'm dancing all around the house, you know, singing that song. And she spots me and she gives me one of those looks. You know what I'm talking about? One of those looks. I said, "Don't worry, honey. I'm not that happy." Yeah. How's my hair? Is my hair doing all right? My hair doing all right? My hair doing all right? I mean, really, it's starting to go Kramer. Really, my hair is, yeah. And my hand is starting to go Bob Dylan. So I don't know whether to use the N-word or run for president. Don't know whether to do that, yeah. If I were president, things would be a little bit, wars would be a little bit more ironic, a little more sneaky. Here's what I do. I'd have our soldiers who might be in the foxholes, instead of throwing grenades at our enemy, I'd have them throw fruit, like lemons, or grapefruit, or oranges. And they get it, you know, and first they'd be suspicious, then they'd cut it open and they realize it's delicious food, you know, and they say, you know, our enemies throwing food at us, and then they put their weapons down. They realize how silly war is, and right then, that's when you toss the grenades.